Last time on the Incorrigible Party. With the aid of guard patrol routes from Happy, the party arrives at the Trinity drug house undetected, splitting up to surround the location for their surveillance operation. Hours pass and they witness buyers come and go. They discover the house is guarded by two-headed death dogs inside the property, and learn that Jimmy No Shoes is now working with the Trinity, as he, Chip, Bass, and Sax leave the drug house during the early morning hours, clad in Depository work crew uniforms. So the Depository, again, you all know that the Depository is the city's dump. You know that it is overseen by the Arcanist Academia. They are basically the ones that in charge of keeping it operational. This wouldn't be a place that any of you would go, as you know there's like standard, garbage retrievals within the city, etc. So like none of you would have been here. You do know that basically it sits on the only other remaining elevated space, the other hill within the borough. The borough itself used to be basically kind of much like the hillside further outside of the city. That's kind of what this terrain was. Eventually mined and burrowed down to usable land, leaving only where the stonework stands and the Depository stand as these remaining like hillsides within the city itself. So you follow the Trinity members here up this kind of steep, worn dirt road that again leads up that second tallest hill within the borough here. And you see like wagon wheels kind of mar its path, clearly being used in the transport of refuse up here, right, to get rid of. And as you're approaching, again, maintaining this distance, now here there is no real place to hide, though, on the side of this hill. So before me assuming you're just scampering up, following them at 100 feet distance still. There's also no lights up here, though, so it is very dark. And you do know that all of the, like Jimmy and the Bass and Sax, they're all humans. So you know they don't have any dark vision outside of anything that might give them any enhancements here. So you could definitely use that to your advantage, as they are carrying now their own light source. Actually, you see the Bass and Sax have clicked on the lanterns that they hold, and they're just casting this white light. It's kind of side by side, the two lights together give them about a 40-foot diameter of light. So you can stay like well outside of that and still follow them, especially with Kylea's superior dark vision. Will be able to maintain sight line out to 120 feet, right? So I guess you maybe don't have to worry about that, but if you wanted to stay and wait a little bit longer and let them get a little further up this hill, that's an option too.
I think I would kind of motion for us to drop back a little bit, so they're kind of just out of eyesight, but we can still hear them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing anything risky.
Yeah, might as well take advantage of the fact that they're basically like creating
lighting
a beacon
themselves
to
up.
themselves.
Yeah.
We don't need to get close.
You would expect, being this close to the dump, to be hit with like wafts of smells of garbage and refuse, but up here, like even especially as you kind of continue up the hill, like the air is it feels very crisp and clean, even at this kind of additional elevation above the city. You don't detect any hints of anything like rotting food or anything like that this close to the Depository.
Would we have anytime we'd been in that general vicinity in months or years past, would we have noticed that it typically has stunk in the past?
I would say no. There's never, there is a myriad of residents around the borough and even the stoneworks. So other than like noise potentially from the stoneworks, there's generally no complaints about any type of smell. It does help that it's at the top of this like 300-foot hill, right, above everything. But yeah, when you're kind of in amidst those, at the base of the Depository here, there isn't usually a smell. So that's what I mean, though, even getting closer up that elevation, up the hill, you might expect to get into this kind of range of a smell, but continuing to draw closer, still no smell of garbage. You can see follow the light up the hill, and eventually it gets up to this stone wall, basically, that forms this perimeter. It's about 100 by 100 foot square wall around that creates the perimeter of the depository. You can kind of see the light, and then the light disappears as they cross that perimeter, basically. And you can see them enter through a gap in the wall, and then the wall closes up behind them.
This symbol that you guys told us about, that looks like a symbol of a sun, is that something that we've seen before? Like people that work at the depository? Or...
That's correct. That's like that's a symbol that would denote somebody who is employed at the depository.
And describe where they snuck into again. I'm trying to picture this.
Essentially, you just see them right at the end of this dirt trail. They go up. They're up to the wall. They do something at the wall that you can't quite make out from the distance that you're maintaining. The wall opens, like a gap in the wall appears, and they move in, and then it closes up behind them.
Okay, when you say gap, it just makes me think it's small and not like a doorway sized. Like, are they sneaking in somewhere, or is it like easily fits them walking through?
Easily fits them, and would easily fit a wagon carrying garbage to be deposited up here.
Looks like they must work here. They're at least getting stuff. You think we could hang out, see if they come back out anytime soon? Give it an hour or so, and then head home and get some rest?
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably keep our distance. Let's wait to see if they come back out the same way.
Okay. I think go off the roadway or whatever, maybe find a little side place where we can still get a good vantage point of where they went in, and then sort of stay in the dark.
Kylie going to go up to the door.
What? Where are you going?
Shh.
So as you are all doing this and kind of splitting off, you can still see the light from their lantern spilling over and above the top of the 15-foot wall. So clearly it's open, obviously, right on the other side of the wall, as you can see the light. And it filters further into the compound, and then eventually you can't see that light at all, as it disappears as well. Kylea, you kind of get up to where you saw them enter. Give me an investigation check, please.
16.
So you're examining the wall surface where you saw them enter, and you find about a coin-sized hole, kind of to the side of like the end of this path, about 3 feet up the wall or so. It's a circle with 6 small triangles kind of positioned evenly around its circumference. Immediately reminds you as a type of keyhole. Obviously a very unique type of key.
Can I hear anything on the other side of the wall?
You cannot.
I will go back to the others and report in about the keyhole. I found a hole in the wall, but it looks like the same symbol as on the back of their onesies. It's like a keyhole.
Okay, that seems like the garbage symbol, right?
You think you can pick it?
Do I think I could pick it?
The lock.
I'm asking the DM, does it look like something I could pick?
You can try anything you'd like.
Oh, I don't know. This seems like this is very risky.
So you're obviously proficient with a lock-picking set, right, Kylea?
Obviously.
I was gonna say,
yes.
Is there anything in my alchemy
Are you
supplies? I was gonna say, I have thieves' tools too, but is there anything in my alchemy supply where I could like get an impression of the key to like make a key?
I mean, what do you have something to make some type of clay mold or something? And then do you have some liquid metal to cast said mold? Like, what are you expecting to do
Okay,
here?
this is the long con.
Oh, I gotcha. Kylea, I would say being proficient with thieves' tools, you think it's doable, but it would be fairly difficult to pick a lock like this. Based on the intricacy of the key, obviously the more intricate the key, probably the more intricate the tumblers within the lock that the key goes to. But there is definitely a chance that you could be successful.
We don't know. It would be rather tough. You know, Pink Betty's pretty good at picking locks.
Who?
Who's that?
Pink Betty, one of the kids at the castle.
Oh, that's what I call Pepto-Bismol.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Well, for nausea,
mind.
heartburn, diarrhea, upset stomach.
Upset stomach, diary? All the things stupor causes. Hello?
We need to get some of that Pepto-Bismol.
Pink Betty or whatever.
well, I mean, are we attempting to get in here tonight to see what they're up to?
I don't want to get caught.
Doesn't sound like we can.
Do we have, like, anything to take an impression of the lock, or...
Okay. I just need to memorize it with my mind.
Well, we know it's there, so we can always come back.
I mean, what about just scaling the wall? It's only, 15 feet perhaps?
Easy for you to say.
You got a rope?
Surely someone has a rope.
I have a rope. I shouldn't
brought a
have brought
rope?
my rope. Yeah, I did. 50 feet of rope.
You brought 50 feet of rope to survey a house?
We were going on a mission. I brought all my stuff.
Okay, you guys wanna scale the wall, I guess.
Someone else do it and take a look.
Without knowing what's on the other side of the wall, it's very risky.
I agree. This all seems very risky.
I think we need to get back so Opal can figure out how we can get this before we go into withdrawals. And I look over at Happy, and we know how things get pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be bad. We got more than we bargained for. We're rich. Right, Kylia?
Yeah, there's gotta be at least 100 gold pieces in that pouch.
All right. Well, maybe we can follow him another night.
Would it be part of our contract to give... That money is just, like, a side job, right? Like, we don't have to split it with Zelmo?
I don't think
I
it
don't
said
know.
anything about stuff that we stole. Maybe.
Kylia's ability to shadow step or whatever it is.
Face step.
Yeah.
Have to see it
How often can you do that?
3 times a day.
She could jump to the top of the thing, but then you're standing on top of the freaking thing.
Come right back down again.
That is true. You would really only need to get to the top of the wall to be able to face step inside, assuming that it is open. Again, you saw kind of the light from the other side of the wall. So there's some type of opening, right, on the other side of it.
Or you could just look from the top and then come back down to us.
Oh, I gotcha. Face step to the top of the wall, I see.
You just stop on the top of the wall. You get seen, though, if someone's looking. That's what I was like.
But it's perfectly silent. Why would they look?
Well, what if they're facing the freaking wall? You wouldn't see someone?
It's a garbage dump. Who breaks into a garbage dump?
It is 3 a.m. It could be a ghost.
You know, while I'm not a big fan of potentially trying to throw a rope over and make a bunch of ruckus, Kylia, could you use your special talent to jump up on there real quiet and maybe just see what you see from the top of the wall, and you could always come right back down again if it doesn't look safe.
Yeah, we can do that. Poof, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Absolutely. Completely bypassing any potential athletics you need to do. You reach the top of the wall, and the wall itself appears to be about 1 foot thick, at least. So the very top of it, gives you like a 12-inch area, which you could land upon, thankfully. So easily popping up there and maintaining your balance on top of it. You see, though, if you were to make a descent on the other side, it is blocked by a metal, like twined metal netting, and it looks like it covers the entirety of the area. So what you see is basically an empty courtyard. Again, no signs of any garbage on the other side of this wall. The only thing inside is another smaller building. It looks like maybe it's the 30 by 30 foot kind of cube. It has clearly a roof on it. And again, the netting basically stretches from this perimeter wall across the whole opening all the way up to this central building. But other than that, in the extent of your dark vision at the least, there's nothing else inside of this box, basically. So the netting itself is not large enough for you to slip through. It looks like it is fairly taut, that you might be able to walk on it, but doesn't look like there's an immediate way through it.
It covers the inner building roof, or the roof sticks out from the netting?
The roof is like flush magic. It's netting from wall to roof, basically. So the netting stops at the building. Like you could walk on the stone ceiling roof of the building. It's like completely flat, basically like a cube in the middle of this section. But again, no signs of any type of garbage or refuse here.
You say we could walk on this netting, you think, potentially?
If you tentatively like put a foot on it, you see there's like a slight bit of give to it. Again, you're obviously at like its strongest point right up against the wall, right?
I put a foot on it and see if there's any kind of alarm triggered.
Putting pressure on the netting gets only the result that you would expect, a slight little bounce to it. Nothing else.
I will look back at the others and see what their expression is.
Well, we can see you, but we can't see what you're seeing. Halcruck kind of looks up and like holds his hands out and shrugs his shoulders like, what's up?
How far is it from the wall to the roof?
35 feet, right? 30-foot box in the middle of a 100-foot length. That's 15 on the other side, so 15 minus 50 is 35. So yeah, only about 35 feet of netting to cross from the very top of the wall to the roof of the inner cube.
Going for it. Gonna run.
Yeah.
All right, you all see Kylia just walk, like you'd expect her to like drop Amelia out of view, but clearly she's walking on something as she does eventually disappear from view from your vantage point, kind of a little bit off the base of the wall here. And Kylia, the netting begins to like slightly bow, and you can kind of hear the like tensioning of the wires, right, as your weight gets further out to the middle of this like 35-foot stretch. But only a few inches, and it appears to hold, and you can make it to the roof of this inner cube.
Okay, get to the roof, and I'm going to, even though I know it's not going to do anything, get down on my hands and knees and put my ear to the ceiling, see if I can hear anything.
You do not hear anything, no. Kylia, you can just see like the ends of the netting on either side. They're just stuck to like a bolt in the stone of the side of the very lip of the inside of the wall, and the same on this building, right? So they're anchored into either set of these structures. So potentially you could pull one of those anchors out as a means to open up some of this netting.
See if I can see any door or anything in any of the walls.
Yeah, give me another investigation. This time I'll give you advantage because you've already found a keyhole before.
Well, that is a 10.
From up here, like you can't like squeeze your head through this netting at all, right? So you're really you can't get a vantage point to properly inspect the perimeter of this cube, this box inside.
Does it smell like garbage?
Even from here, Kylia doesn't smell any refuse at all.
Okay, I want to see how hard it is to try and pry out one of the bolts.
What are the rest of you doing outside as you see Kylia disappear from view?
I'm going to walkie her because it goes through her head, like we've discussed. So.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Cool. All right.
So is anybody else trying to scale this wall after her at all?
No.
Heck no.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm like at a loss for words as to what's going on, but I don't think I can climb the wall.
I think we're just going to wait.
Kylia, you grab one of these anchor points, giving kind of a tentative tug. Obviously, it just supported your full weight. So it's pretty well fastened into the stone cube here. And it would definitely take some difficult efforts to pry it from its mooring.
What about cutting it?
Again, it's like a metallic net. It's like twines of strands of metal. So that might also take some time with the right tool to get through. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's going to be difficult. They're going to both the prying of the net and the lock picking would just be difficult checks, basically.
We are all by ourselves, potentially surrounded by 4 or 5 people that would not be happy to see us. I think we're gonna go back to the wall, back to the others, and report what we saw.
I got an angle grinder for you. It's fine.
Got a hacksaw.
Yeah.
All right, so Kylie, you get back to the top of the wall. Are you just kind of gonna like plop down on top of this wall and stay up there, or are you gonna use your last phase step to get back down, or just scramble back down?
Hellcruck, help us down.
Maybe, can you like dangle? I'll try to catch you or grab your feet.
Yeah, catch
Help you
us.
down.
And I will hold on to the top and dangle the rest of the way, and then just let go. And hope he catches me.
I'll try my best to grab her on the way down.
All right, sure. Well, Helka, give me an athletics. It's like a DC 5. I mean, with Kylie hanging down.
That is a pass. 19.
Very easily get Kylie down from the wall. And you all see, she looks fine. Same as she did when she popped back up there.
What on earth? Where did you go?
Why didn't you
Let's
answer
see.
me?
Well, we didn't answer because we didn't know if anybody could hear us. What we saw was there's a netting from the wall to a cube, a stone cube in the center. We couldn't see any doors or locks there, and we didn't see anybody else. We also didn't see any garbage, and we didn't smell anything.
Okay.
A netting? Like, what do you mean?
Like a metal net made of metal.
Can you think of any purpose it would have other than keeping them dry from a door to a cube?
It wouldn't keep them dry. It would still rain through.
Oh, so like what even?
Just keeps people from climbing in at the top.
Maybe they're worried about birds.
Oh yeah, all the big birds we have around here.
Was there any fruit trees in there?
Not that we saw.
There's definitely garbage somewhere.
Not
Shout
in
out to all the
there.
people who spent their childhood on a farm with a bunch of fruit trees.
Thank you for
Steven,
recognizing that very
one
small
listener.
demographic.
Yeah.
I think they appreciate that.
There's some of us out there.
People
There's
don't
some of
talk
us.
about them enough.
Yeah, fruit tree guys.
So Kylie, is it like a whole front? Is it even a garbage dump? What is happening?
Shh. Okay. We think we should go back now and try and maybe come back another time and see if we can pick the lock.
Sounds good. At least we know where they're going.
Yeah, we don't want to hang around too long and maybe have them cross our paths when we're leaving.
We could pick the lock, or, I can always use my ring. Or, no, sorry, it's a brooch. I can use my brooch and I can make myself tiny. Maybe tomorrow, though, because I'm kind of tired.
I don't think you should go in there on your own.
We don't think you'd fit even tiny size.
I don't understand why are we waiting because we're tired. I mean, if we can pick the lock tomorrow, why can't we do it now?
We need to study on it.
We don't even know what's in there. We're just curious.
We got a few minutes. You could try to pick the lock just to see if you can do it. We don't have to go in.
Okay. We'll go up to the lock and try and pick it.
I guess it can't hurt to try. You're right.
Give me a dexterity check. And you can add your proficiency because you're proficient with thieves' tools.
So am I. Do I get to help her?
Okay, then you can absolutely help Kylie if she'll take it and give her advantage on this.
I have a lucky lockpick set.
Oh,
Mom and
cool.
Dad gave it to me when I turned 5.
Standard Toggle Sprocket 5-year-old gift. All the kids get one when they turn 5.
You get a lockpick before you go to kindergarten.
Thanks, Opal. That gave me a 19.
It is hot pink.
As you insert this lucky lockpick and you click one, you hear one tumbler click, a second, a third, a fourth, working for a few more seconds, a fifth, and you can feel there's one more that's just stuck in a way you just can't get the set into and undo. You unfortunately are just shy of picking this lock.
It's right. It's right. Mm.
Yeah, you needed a 20.
You needed a 21, actually.
Oh no.
We can't get it.
We'll come back. We'll come back. Here, give me the kid. I would like it back.
All right, let's go.
Let's go home.
On your way back to the keep here, Happy kind of pipes in. Well, you know, I know it's a little late here, but why exactly are we not a little more determined to discover what these Trinity members are up to?
You know, they're happy. We need to get back to the keep, you know. You and I probably on borrowed time here, and, you know, when we start suffering withdrawals and stuff, we don't want to be someplace we maybe not be able to get out. Who knows what might happen in there?
Aren't you guys, like, all exhausted?
Well, yeah. I'm not feeling too great. I'm pretty tired, and...
Was it part of the job?
Exactly. The plan was recon. And I think we did it. Now we know where to go later.
I think we got, you know, a bit more information, and we can always come back, you know. No one's caught us here, so they don't know that we're onto them. We can choose another night to come back and see what we can see.
Plus, did you see the size of those dogs? Dogs were huge. Who knows what's down inside this place?
Well, do you think there's more of those strange dogs in the depository?
We didn't think there were strange dogs in the house.
Well, they brought those lanterns, so there's the, what did you tell me those are for?
The butter sturges.
The thingies, yeah. And they were for pollinating plants, right? The stupor, which is the mineralis flowers. So then this is like maybe where they grow it?
Well, it does make me wonder. I mean, we saw that they had the same lantern, so yeah. Why else would they be bringing them here?
And where's the trash going? It doesn't stink. Or is that just magic?
How are we going to get one of them lanterns if we need them?
We have more questions than answers after this recon.
Also, what's Jimmy No Shoes doing outside of prison?
Yeah! Did he get out when we escaped?
I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know, but I doubt it.
It was kind of mayhem, right?
Yeah, he does come across as a bit of a slippery fellow, so maybe he found his way out.
They wouldn't hear him. He's got no shoes.
I hear those feet flopping from 50 feet away.
And he said he wasn't with the Trinity, but he clearly is.
Oh, what a liar. Right, I forgot he said that.
Yeah, maybe we'll run into him on the street one night carrying some lanterns around and we can have a talk with him.
He's not going to want anything to do with us. We were not very nice to him.
Miss Togglesprocket, do you, I mean, for your flower specimens, do you believe we need some of these creatures to continue their growth?
I don't know. Can I pollinate my plants? I don't know, but...
I think if you get yourself like a
Very impressive,
paintbrush,
you could.
Well, I mean, not...
all you need is a nice paintbrush, a nice soft paintbrush, and you just kind of, you know, rustle around on one flower and then rustle around on the other flower. Well, the flowers don't know the difference.
Hellcrack, do you pollinate often?
I've been known to pollinate from time to time.
I have a lot of experiments left. I need to know if I'm using the flower, the leaves, all of it. I mean, more flowers would be helpful.
I need a good rest, and I agree with Rumkey. I think you two, you know, you've been on these drugs. You don't want to push it. Who knows what kind of situation you might get into. We need to get back home.
Well, I suppose those are all valid points. Maybe I was a little hasty myself. And you're right, Mr. Rumkey. I think we are due for another dose of stupor once we get back home, so we can settle in, avoid any of the negative effects.
Yeah, now that we got like a little stash, we'll be able to sort of maintain for a while.
Yes, I agree, at least until Miss Togglesprocket can come up with an alternative. As she said, it may be some number of weeks before that happens.
I mean, the more people that help me, I mean, I know that means more gold, but we could get more information faster.
I give you all I got. It's worth it.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I have small number of savings. I could place it in the guard shack, which may be difficult to get to without being spotted.
Don't worry about it, Happy. Not right now. We'll take it a few gold pieces at a time, see what we find out. I would like to start experimenting, but it's going to be helpful to know what I'm doing first.
No, I agree, Miss Togglesrocket. I believe you are taking the correct course of action. And Mr. Rumpke, he and I will just have to be a little patient. But thankfully, Kaelia has bought us the time to do so, I believe.
I mean, maybe we can talk about this later, but are you sure that just taking more and more of this stuff is a good idea? Maybe...
I mean, they need to in the meantime.
Well, yeah, but you might make... eventually, when it comes time to get off it might be a whole lot worse because you've been on it for so long.
I think we can hold off as long as we can, but there's a point where it's you're not going to be, unless we're tied up. I don't think you're going to be able to stop at least Happy here.
Wait, Happy. So are you saying that we use the money from the Trinity to find a cure against the Trinity? I like it.
I do enjoy that simple irony, yes.
Right, Kaelia? You liked researching.
Yeah, it was fun being in the library. We found lots of good information.
Okay, well, let's go back to the keep and plan on what we're going to do tomorrow night, maybe. I still think we need to find out how we can get one of them lanterns. I don't know, if you say there's these bat-like things, these buttersturges and stuff down there.
What's a lantern?
A lantern! You know, the things that shine the light.
Oh, a lantern. Yeah.
No, a lantern.
I'm confused.
You believe we won't be able to procure some of these specimens without it?
No.
Yeah, those big bugs are pretty grumpy if you don't have a lantern.
You guys said you saw some of these things? What'd they look like? What'd they do?
Well, I wouldn't want to be attacked by a swarm of them, let's just put it that way. They're not little flies, they're pretty big.
And these lanterns there, you turn them on, shine them on them, and they go scurry away and stuff?
Yeah, no, there's like different colors that the lanterns can make, and it's almost like it kind of soothes them, or like tells them that there's no danger, nothing to worry about, and they just relax and ignore you. But without the lights, they get pretty upset if you go anywhere near those plants.
Do you know what color made them sort of calm down?
Yeah, well, it's either white or red, and white is the soothing one, and red is the angry one. Makes sense, I guess.
Hey, Opal, you know how to mix anything together? Make shiny lights in different colors and stuff?
Not really my forte, I could find out.
Seems like something you might have at the shop.
Maybe. I don't know of the whole inventory off the top of my head. Maybe.
Alright, that's an option, maybe.
It might work, you never know.
I mean, I can go invisible, or turn someone invisible, but I'm just really tired right now, so tonight wasn't a good time, but maybe, that's an option too.
Alright, well, we get back, have a good long rest on the hardwood floor again, and...
Oh, right. When does our furniture come?
I don't remember.
What good is... 5 days sometimes feels like nothing, and then now it feels like forever.
Many, many months at least.
Months. Yeah, months.
You make it back to the keep, probably around 4 in the morning or so.
Oh gosh.
Are Happy and Rumpke going to take a dose of the normal stupor? If neither of them do, the following morning they will have to roll on the withdrawal chart. Now, obviously, if you take the dose, we've already seen that you can basically long rest through that 8 hours that the dose takes effect, essentially overlap the two. And then you'll be good for another day after that, right? You'll wake up and basically into the following day, you'd be okay.
I think strategically, I've got to get rid of this -3 on everything that I roll. So I think strategically, John's saying yes. And I think Rumpke I think we established a sort of roll against myself to see if I can withstand it. So I think I'm probably going to want to hold off as long as I can. I don't think Happy will.
Happy will definitely be of the mind to take a dose. So I assume that, Kylea, you still have all of the doses in your possession. What you got from the prison and the 10 that you got from this drug house, right?
Yeah.
I assume you're not going to be giving any to anybody, especially Rumpke, specifically Rumpke or Happy, perhaps to Opal when the time comes for experimentation, but I assume you want to keep them and basically meter them out yourself?
Yes.
Rumpke, I'm not going to force you to roll against yourself like we've done previously, because you don't... If you get your hands on a dose, then absolutely you can do that.
I think I'm going to see if Happy takes his, then I'll watch him take it. That's when I will roll to see if I can keep from doing it. If I don't see him take it, I won't.
Well, back at the keep, Happy is going to be turning to you as this group. Okay, may I have a dose for the night? I'm already starting to feel the pull. I don't know if I'll be able to function without one tomorrow.
I mean, we don't have a lot of it. If you start taking it all the time, we're going to run out. Maybe hold off for a little while. What do you think?
I really don't like who I turn into when I don't have it. I need this to get by. I don't want to accidentally hurt any of you.
Rumpke, we don't need more problems. We need to keep him private and hidden, and there's a lot at stake here.
You still got that knife there, Happy?
Of course.
Maybe take... Can I have that?
Well, I will trade you for a dose of stupor.
Give him the stupor. Give it to him.
I'll pull out one vial of stupor, and I will pull out one of the coin bags. Opal, here's the gold we got from the house for your research. Happy, here's one.
Oh, and he'll frantically snatch it from you. Oh, I appreciate this very much, Kylea. Saint Shadal, do you wish your dagger back? Is this the trade we're making?
Oh no, dear, you can keep that. You do need to keep yourself safe.
Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. And he will immediately uncork and just
He tucks
down.
it back in his jacket and stabs himself.
Yeah, Shadal didn't give him a scabbard for it. It's just like an open blade.
Just kidding. He is a guard. He wouldn't do that.
Happy immediately will down his dose of stupor.
My mouth starts to water a little bit, and I sort of turn my head and
Starts itching.
try to look away, like I just don't want to see it. But I want it.
Do you want to roll against yourself to see if you start begging for this? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Persuasion is you trying to tell yourself you can get by without this. It's best to stay off it. Deception is the side of you saying, look, one more won't kill us, kind of thing.
Just a little
In fact,
taste won't hurt.
it'll help us function even better in the long run. This is the two, you're conflicted inside.
Oh, they're both 8, and I got a +2, so they tie.
What?
On both.
No way.
Okay. Then in this case, we'll let the tie stand, and we'll just say that you kind of stay quiet. As you say, you kind of look away, but don't contribute more to the conversation of whether or not a second dose should be pulled out.
What are the odds?
I walk into the other room for a little while.
Okay, that makes sense. And immediately Happy kind of just slumps down. He is inflicted with 5 levels of exhaustion under the effects of the normal stupor. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you all sleep very, very well.
That is one wonderful side effect, that he will now be quiet for a while.
Happy is happy now.
Elkruk kind of chuckles a little bit at Seychadal's comment. Tries to hide it.
And you can all settle in for a long rest. So the following morning of April the 27th, you're all awakened by a loud banging on the front door of the keep. Probably a little earlier than any of you might like, considering your late night antics here.
Meaning we got a rest or not?
But not so early that you don't benefit from a long rest. So yes, you all have gotten long rested, including Rumkey and Happy.
Oh,
Yeah, you still successfully long rest, but upon being woken up, Rumkey, now you can make your Constitution saving throw on the withdrawal table. So as a reminder, your DC is equal to 14 plus the number of lifetime doses you've incurred, which we discussed off mic. It's still only at 3, so your DC is 17 for your Constitution saving throw.
okay. I rolled with my +8, 11 minus 3. So we didn't make it.
You wake up and your head is pounding. Your stomach's starting to kind of cramp up. And because you failed your save, like you have experienced this before in these early stages of withdrawal, which lasts for about a day or two, you now have disadvantage on wisdom ability checks and saving throws for the duration of your withdrawal symptoms. And for that same duration, long resting no longer removes levels of exhaustion. So you should be at 2 levels of exhaustion right now, right? Because you just removed 1. You were at 3 before. So as long as you're experiencing withdrawal symptoms, unfortunately, long resting will not remove those last 2. But assuming you get in a proper long rest, you will still avoid incurring more.
Awesome.
Happy is still in the last probably couple hours of his high right now, so he's not really up and stirring with the rest of you at this knocking on the door. I don't know which one of you is going to be getting up to answer, if any of you.
Hellcrook, I think, is a somewhat light sleeper and used to getting up early, so I think he would hear it and wake up and kind of try and shake the sleep out of his eyes and wander over to the door.
So you open the door to basically a large 5-foot long crate tipped back on a handcart, and it just kind of pushes past you over the threshold. Delivery coming through for the specialist delivery. And this kind of burly looking dwarf muscles this crate inside, slams it onto the ground in front of you, doesn't really wait for a reply, but he pulls out this kind of short little pry bar hanging from a tool belt that's around his overhanging waist, that it spills over his belt and his tool belt. And he starts prying nails out of the top of it and popping off the lid. Right behind him, you can look past the threshold out into the street, and it looks like there's a line of 6 more dwarves that follow him. Each are kind of carrying another box. They start kind of dumping them into this empty foyer, and outside you can see they're pulling from another smaller pile of these crates, similar sized, kind of stacked at the bottom of the stairs out in the street. And it does appear that your furniture delivery has finally arrived, as it has now been 5 business days since signing Zalmo's patronship contract.
As they're dumping all these crates and stuff in, I'll go over to one of the guys and go, "Hey, give me that crowbar there. I'll help you out." I want to get the crowbar. We can use it to get in.
Hey, I appreciate it. Sure. And he'll kind of hand one over to you.
Okay, I'll pry a little bit.
Sure, yeah,
and
okay.
Throw it
And then
someplace.
these 7 dwarves keep just piling things inside, opening crates, removing empty ones, right? Basically leaving you with all of the things you signed in the Chopper Shoppers catalog that very first day that you had came to the keep. Each of these dwarves, they're kind of clad in kind of similar clothing to the depository uniform, but they have this the name of their business on the back of their overalls, Hi Ho Moving, and they just continue to unload your furniture for you. Maybe takes them an hour or 2.
Hey, what are your names?
Oh, I'm Repo. That's Lazy, Hazy, Peppy, Sturdy, Gertie, and Walt.
Oh, good, because we already have a Happy.
Well, good for you.
Who ordered a curio cabinet?
And we have a Dopey. He's pretty addicted.
He looks between the 4 of you, trying to clearly figure out which one is supposed to be Dopey between the 4 of you.
He's super high right now.
No, never mind her. She's just being silly.
I'm silly. That's my name.
Well, where do you want some of this stuff?
These things can go upstairs. These things can go over here. This goes over back there.
And yeah, you can start like directing them, and as they're pulling stuff out, like, oh, this is what I picked out. This is what I picked out. They'll certainly like take things to the rooms that you direct them to. Basically, full service kind of movers here over this course of 2 hours.
Rumpke, is this yours? What is this?
What do you got there?
Wow. Hold up a
A fleshlight.
I'll look at the box and go. I'll look at the box and go. Oh, yeah, that's mine. yeah, I'll take that. I'll carry that to my room.
Sex swing.
It is made of wood.
That's mine too.
If it comes from the chopper's assembly, it's made of wood.
Slivers.
Slivers and stuff. I know that place.
As the kind of the last of these boxes and the empty crates have kind of taken out of the keep, right? The hi-ho moving has kind of filtered out. Appearing at the threshold is Officer Oln Nedbull. In the same kind of black armor with a short sword at his waist as you saw him 2 nights ago when Benito unfortunately met his end. He kind of steps into the keep. Ah, good. Your stuff's arrived.
Yeah, looks like it's all here.
Yeah, looking pretty good so far. Hey, thanks, boys. And he sees he tips each of the hi-ho movers, gives them each a gold piece. And as they finally file it, he kind of closes the door to the keep. Yeah, looking all right in here. You didn't do an awful job cleaning up, eh?
We managed.
Yeah, I think the rugs covered a few things up that didn't clean well, but that's okay.
Well, let's hope we don't have any more incidents in here, huh? Messy up the place any more than it needs to be.
It would be nice if you took your business outside next time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could dedicate a room to, like, business. You know what I mean?
No. I think business needs to very distinctly happen, not inside our house.
Or we can call it our office.
Look at all this nice furniture.
Plenty of people have home offices these days.
We're not having any business happening on any of this furniture.
Hey, you all know as much as I do, it ain't my business, it's Mrs. Almo's business. If that business is to be conducted here, and he says so, then that's what's going to happen. You're barking up the wrong tree here.
I don't want to talk about dogs.
Where are you living these days, Mr. Nedbull?
I got a nice place outside of Storm's End. I am prison guard after all. Most of us are stationed outside of the area there.
You've kept your duties then.
I have a question.
What's that supposed to be?
I have something to ask you.
No.
Not you.
I think he was talking about
Just that we had assumed you had moved on after the whole fiasco.
Well, I'm not about to quit my day job. Still pays the bills.
Good to know.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask?
Yeah.
Why don't you just ask the question?
Come on, spit
Don't
it.
ask if you can ask the question.
Spit it out.
Ask 2 questions.
Spit it out already.
We saw Jimmy No Shoes outside of the prison. How can that be?
Oh yeah. That's kind of strange.
He was like
Maybe he has a twin.
dealing with the Trinity. What, a twin that doesn't wear shoes?
Maybe there's a Jimmy and a Johnny.
Well, I don't know about no Johnny, but I certainly know who this Jimmy fella is.
Basically, he was a turd in the prison, right? We didn't want anything to do with him. He says Trinity wants nothing to do with him, and then we see him going into a Trinity house when we were, like, doing our surveillance.
He's surveilling the Trinity, eh?
He was dealing with the Trinity.
Yeah,
okay?
we don't need to get into all of that. We just saw him and thought maybe you might know something about it.
Well, look, I haven't been on shift since y'all broke out of there, but look.
Were there any other prisoners missing? Like, were we the only ones to get out, or what's it, like...
Like I said, I wasn't part of the one keeping a head count here yet. But I could look into it for you if that's what you want.
I don't want it to seem obvious, and I don't know. We don't want to tip guys off.
Maybe I'll run it by Mrs. Almo, see what he has to say. If he wants to put me on, digging up more information on it, then that's what I'll do for Mrs. Almo, all right?
And make sure that, you tell him that the information's coming from us and we wanted him to know as well. We would have told him ourselves, but you offered, you know?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Oh, maybe.
Speaking of the man, Mrs. Elmo does send his regards, and your monthly payment, a couple of days ahead of schedule, yeah. And he will kind of pass each of you a little coin pouch, which will contain your 60 gold pieces for the month of Mela.
Payday comes early.
Now, he also tells me to tell you that he's got some business elsewhere. He might be unavailable for a few days. Maybe a few weeks.
What?
Oh, that's unusual. Okay.
Unbelievable. We're in a crisis.
Are we to report to you, then?
Yeah, why not? And depending on how well his business goes in this other place, well, you could expect to get a jobs from him sometime in the next month.
I got a question for you. Think you could procure an item out of the prison for us? You know, no questions asked kind of thing, but we're looking for a special kind of lantern.
He means lantern.
Yeah, when he says lantern, he
lantern.
means lantern.
I mean, the light thing, the lantern.
Yeah, I know what a lantern is, all right?
The one for the bugs.
This isn't any old lantern. This is one that does different kinds of lights and stuff. Different colors. They got him in the prison, we know that, but we're not going back there ourselves.
Well, yeah, where do they got him in this prison? I ain't never seen nothing like that in Storm's End.
I look over at the other two.
You're not much into growing plants, I guess, then, eh?
Well, what do you mean? No, I ain't some kind of horticulturist or nothing.
I think it's in A block, in Solitary area is where they're at. You know, maybe pay somebody a little bit, get somebody to get you something. But not for us as far as, you know, anybody knows. Just on the down low.
Yeah, well, maybe that's something else I'll run by Mrs. Alma and see what he says.
No, you don't have to talk to Zalmo about this. It's just a deal between you and me.
Like, how come he'll be gone, but you can talk to him? How come we can't talk to him?
I ain't any of yours friends. In fact, you're my underlings, if anything.
Oh,
I mean,
No,
this
this is not a
situation.
friend
This
thing.
isn't
This is a business
This
situation.
there's no tit for tat here or nothing. I ain't doing any of you any types of favors without being directly told to by Mrs. Alma.
that wasn't part of our contract. We
Listen.
weren't told about any go-between, middleman between us and Zelmo. I don't know if I agree to
No.
this.
Now, everybody, please. Owen here is just doing his job. We don't want to get him in trouble with Zalmo, now do we? We don't mean him any ill intent.
Oh,
If
no,
he
of course
says
not.
it's too difficult of a task to get this lantern for us, then it is something that we will have to work our way around.
I was just offering him some cash to see if he could find one.
I just don't like that he's like, you can't talk to Zelma for a month, but I can go talk to Zelma.
I don't think that is any of our business nor concern at this time. Correct, Ohm?
That ain't exactly what I said. I said he's going to be unavailable, and at some point I'd talk to him on your behalf if that's what you wanted. All right, I didn't say I can go running to him wherever he is. You think he tells me where he is? I don't even know what business he's on. I get told as much as you get told, which everything I'm telling you is what I've been told. So obviously we know the same thing here, all right?
Yeah, so there's no reason for anybody to be upset about any of this.
So how much?
Hey, look, I'm sorry, there, Delta. There ain't nothing, no amount of money that you can afford to pay me that I ain't already getting from Zalmo to do something else. So I don't think it's going to happen.
Understood. And I turn around and walk away. That's Mr. Delta to you.
Yeah.
He like waves a hand at you. I did get told one other thing from Mrs. Elmo. He said that he received your reports already. There's some interesting stuff in there, I hear. Didn't get to read them myself. But, hey, where's the constable? I got something for Mr. Lilton here. You see Happy's like finally starting to stir
Is he
coming
sleeping?
off of his dose.
He's maybe still a little bit groggy. He was pretty sleep deprived, so, Happy, you awake over there?
Oh, well, wow. When did all this stuff arrive? This place looks great.
You're a heavy sleeper.
Well, I mean, under the effects of drugs, we'll often do that. This is some nice-looking furniture.
It's a shame we left you laying on the floor the whole time.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll actually get a bed for tomorrow night.
We didn't really, like, order extra beds. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the
I'm
couch.
sure Rumkey will share his with you.
You're not sure about that, are you?
We can figure out a hammock situation, I think.
Oh, okay. You know me, I'm not one to complain very much. You had something for me? And Olin kind of pulls out 2 vials of stupor, in addition to a rolled up parchment, and handing them both to Happy. Yeah, consider it a helpful hand from Mr. Zelmo. All right, as I said, you could expect to hear from Mr. Zelmo probably sometime next month. And who knows, maybe I'll be the one to come and give you your task after all, huh?
We do look forward to seeing you again.
Yes, always a pleasure to see all of you. And, Constable, as he kind of motions to what he's given Happy, I'd consider your options here, the lack thereof. Working for Mr. Zalmo, it ain't so bad. It's got plenty of more good to go with the little bit of the bad, huh? He'll kind of give you like a half-hearted salute and take his leave.
I'm gonna, under my breath, be like,
I don't like this situation one bit.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about this, Mr.
I didn't sign a
Nedbull.
contract to work for that guy.
No, me neither. What's your paper there, Happy?
What you got there? What'd he say?
Kind of unfurls this kind of scroll, and another little piece of paper kind of falls out of it and floats to the ground as he kind of stoops to pick it up. Oh, well, it seems it's an offer to work for this Zelmo character.
Oh, so you got a contract too. Let's see how yours compares to ours.
Careful.
Yeah, what's he offering you?
Yeah, you might end up working for Old.
Oh, actually, as he kind of holds up the little additional slip of paper, it seems he's offering me passage out of the city, away from anywhere that I may be wanted. And he's holding up a passenger ship ticket, and he kind of on it says, he kind of reads it out. Looks like for the launching lady scheduled for, leaving port tomorrow night.
No, you're gonna go through withdrawals.
Well, apparently that will be taken care of as well by Mr. Zalmo.
Wait, how?
I mean, that's just what the paper says.
He can't just give you stupor for life. There's gonna have to be a come down. If he has an antidote, I'm gonna be pissed. I spent a lot of money on this.
How's Zalmo have access to all this stoop?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he is pretty well connected, but seems like the Trinity's kind of got the market cornered on this stoop, from what I can tell.
So Happy there, he's giving you the option to get on the boat and get out of town, or to work for him?
Well, it appears both. Not explicitly detailed what type of work I'd be doing, but it seems I have somebody to meet in Aeroport, which is apparently where the launching lady will be taking me.
If we take one of our sending stones, can someone else attune to it, and then it be a way like we could give him one and
still
be
connected.
able to communicate with him?
The sending stones that you have only work within the limits of the city.
Would we know the amount of time it would take to take a boat to Aeroport?
You might not know specifically, but I think some of that would be detailed. It's a roughly 7 to 8 day passage.
Well, Happy, I've enjoyed you being with us, but...
Kylia gives him a look.
Helkruk kind of like looks out of the side of his eyes toward her and only briefly acknowledges the look.
I'll be honest, I mean, there probably are quite a few bad characters in the city who are out to get you. It might be the safest thing for you. You ever been down there? It's quite a journey, but...
No, I've never left Storm Cape. I don't know what to think. I mean, I don't want to continue to put you lot into any type of danger, but is there not more than I can offer? Help the 4 of you here in the city?
Well, I don't know, Happy. I think either option is totally fine by me. If you want to decline that offer and continue to to find a place to sleep here with us and tag along with us, I'm fine with that too, but I understand if you want to take a bit of a break from the city and get somewhere safer where your name's not as well known and you don't have unsavory folks looking out for you.
It could be a grand adventure, Happy. Think of all the new things you would see.
Yeah, I think you should go.
I wonder, what's happening down in Errol Port that Selma wants some eyes down there?
We won't know unless he goes.
I mean, you're getting a supply of stoop, and you're getting out of town for a while. Right now, we can't walk around in the daylight with you.
That's true.
You are pretty hunted in this city, and as much as I hate to say it, I think maybe a little leave of absence is called for, and if we take care of things, maybe you can return to the city without any
Oh, we're sure you could return someday, yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Well, Happy, like I said, I have no problem with you staying here. You're welcome as long as we're living in this house, if you ask me, but it may be the best thing for you. I think it's quite dangerous here for you right now. I'm sure it's hard to leave the place that you've spent most of your life, but could be a lot safer.
Well, how about that for an episode? You wanting more? I'm sure you do. I'm just the guy to tell you where to find it. Just type in incorrigibleparty.com in your favorite interweb searcher thingy, and bam, there you go. What's that? You want even more stuff to know about the world? Well, you can do that at World Anvil. Just go over to worldanvil.com/w/center-Leland Steel. And there's all kinds of stuff there. All you gotta do is get a free account. I bet you were wondering about the great tunes that were filling your ear holes while you were listening. Well, that was tabletop audio and Sarastro music. Great stuff. You want to make us feel good? Then join our Discord. Talk about all kinds of stuff there. Sometimes even the podcast. You got some spare change there burning a hole in your pocket? Well, then join our Patreon at patreon.com/incorrigibleparty. Head over there and see what kind of perks you get. But most of all, tell your friends. Tell the mailman. Tell that guy you met at the gym last week. Tell him how you went into your app thingy and gave us a 5-star review. Then more people can find us and enjoy the show too. Okay, now that I'm done being a shill, there's only one more thing to say. And that's happy adventuring.
This has been a Sounds of Steel production.